I've got GPS speedo on the handlebars just to make sure we're getting an accurate reading. This is the new Andy Kirby Easy Rider kit. This kit is basically a direct competitor to the switch bike kit. You see the adverts plastered everywhere.
This is a switch bike.
I've tried to review the kit myself, the switch bike kit, and it's just always out of stock. The spec of it isn't great, if I'm honest. Personally myself, my own opinion. The switch bike kit comes in two variations, a 2.6 amp hour battery and I believe 5 amp hour battery. Amp hours is what gives you the range on a kit. With a small lightweight kit that attaches all in one to the handlebars, you're not going to get a huge amp hour range, but this is your main unit for the Easy Rider kit and it is 7 amp hours, which is pretty decent for a small compact unit that just hangs on your handlebars. There's a popular saying that you can't have cheap, quick and quality, you've got to pick two. So today we're going to be finding out, is it possible to have a cheap e-bike kit that is quick, good quality and fast to install? Because there's a lot of people out there that haven't installed a kit and are a bit intimidated by it. Is this going to be like the cheapest, quickest way to go to turn any bike into an e-bike? This comes in like every size possible. You've got a Brompton kit, I think they're Brompton style bikes, and then you've got every single wheel from 20-inch BMX size wheels, 24, 26, 27, 29, like everything in between. So basically you can convert anything. And today I'm going to be doing a budget build based on a cheap bike that I got from Decathlon on sale for £249.99. So the entire build's probably around the £750, £800 mark for a bike and a kit. If you've already got a bike, it doesn't matter what space you've got in the frame triangle, doesn't matter on your wheel size, the chances are this kit will work for your bike. Fingers crossed, it seems to be the cheapest option on paper to quickly get your bike converted into an e-bike and get all the benefits of an e-bike at a cheap cost and easy to do. So just going to quickly run through the kit before we get straight into installing it. The kit comes with this 250 watt motored wheel. As I said before, you can get this in every size. This wheel is a 700C. It comes with one simple connector that plugs straight into the main unit. It's very straightforward to do. This motor in the middle is actually geared. So although it's 36 volt 250 watt, it's going to give similar characteristics to a slightly more powerful than 250 watt motor in terms of torque and acceleration. So that bit should be quite interesting. It's a very small, discreet motor. I like that. It comes in this silver flat edge rim, so you can either fit disc brakes or you can fit the traditional V-style brakes, so it's going to work for any type of brake setup you've got on your bike. You've got this bracket for attaching to the handlebars, the main controller and battery unit all built into one, charger, comes with a set of Allen keys, star bolts for your disc, couple of tyre levers. You've got all the tools you need there. You've got a few cable ties. Throttle unit, which is quite nice because it looks like it just hinges on one bolt, so you haven't got to take your hand grip off, which is nice because it's a pain to do that. You've got two types of pedal assist sensor, one where you take the actual crank off and semi-permanently install it, and then you've got this type, which I'll probably be using this one today for a quick install. You've got a little circlip and you pull it apart, put it around your crank and pop this clip back on. All done. There are brake sensors, not going to bother with those today. It's up to you if you want to install them, fairly straightforward. And that is it. That is literally all there is to it. So let's show you the bike we're going to be doing the installation on today. So this is the bike we're going to be using today. It was a cheap single speed fixie bike from Decathlon. I got this on sale, I believe. Pretty decent bike for the spec, to be honest. Its usual retail price is about £299. You may be able to get this on sale for as low as £250 up to £300 maximum. So all in, it's a pretty budget build, I would say. I'm hoping to get something very lightweight, very simple, very easy to use, very usable. This bike doesn't weigh a lot, that kit don't weigh a lot. Be interesting to see what the final weight of this is. But this is something you could carry up, you know, if you live in an apartment, a block of flats, you need to carry a bike up the stairs. This could be a really sweet option. It's going to be so much simpler to just remove this battery if you're in that kind of situation where you want to ride it to work, take it off, charge it whilst you're in work. I'm not going to do a full range test at the end of this because Andy Kirby's already done that on his channel. I will put up on the screen now the video in which Andy did a range test. He managed to get, I think, 18 or nearly 20 miles out of this kit on one charge, just running it about completely normally. So let's just get this thing installed, let's go for it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to tackle is the wheel. I believe we need probably a 15mm on this. Might have to let a bit of air out the tyre just to get it past these V-brakes. Oh, there we go, nice and simple, straight out. Let's time this, let's see how long this is going to take. Got my stopwatch on my phone. I'm going to stop it on a minute because it's pretty much about how long it took me to flip it upside down and take the front wheel out. So we're going to start from there as soon as I get going changing this tyre and see how long it takes to fit this entire kit. There we go. Old tyre and tube off. What I like about this bike, it's not disc brake, so it's a nice simple conversion. I haven't got to change the disc over. This is pretty much a slick tyre. Normally you want to check if your tyre's got a direction on it. I don't believe this has because it's pretty much just a slick hybrid road tyre. We put it into the dropout before we put air in the tyre, otherwise you're not going to get it past the V-brakes. If you're running disc brakes, have a little play around with the spacers. You might need to put one on the inside, one on the outside, both on the inside. Just make sure you get the caliper lined up with the disc. If it's rubbing to one side, have a little play with the spacing and you should be able to figure it out. But so 5 minutes in and we've already got the front wheel done. And we're going to spin it up and start work on the rest of it. Hello, are you a beauty? Are you a beauty? Yes you are, your breath stinks. Your breath does stink. Still looking quite discreet and not too much like an e-bike. So far, nice and simple. Impressive how easy this kit is to install so far. Let's get on to the next bit. Right, sometimes helps to have your finger underneath to stop the captive nut falling out. Over the centre of your handlebars, locate your Allen key, 4mm Allen key tool. Let's just get one done up to make things life a bit easier. I like to do it just a little bit loose so then I can adjust the angle and have a little bit of a play. Maybe just test fit the unit on to see what kind of angle it's at. Helps if I put it the right way. Move it around so you're happy with it. You don't want it pointing up to the sky because it's got a headlight on the front, so I'm gonna say about there. Now I can just tighten this the whole way down. How's that looking? Right, next up guys is the throttle, and from what this looks like it just hinges. You don't have to remove the hand grip. I've loosened the one bolt on the throttle cable and looks like you can just simply put this over the bars like so. Just going to stick one cable tie on this throttle just to run it a bit tidy. Simple as that, throttle done. Probably less than a minute to install the throttle on this. Right guys, next up is the pedal sensor. Just got a very simple magnet sensor that goes on the frame like that. You've got a couple of slots of cable ties. So we'll pop that on first. I'm just going to thread a couple of cable ties. Right, I'm just going to fit this very loosely around there because I'm not going to peel off there's red adhesive backing. I don't want to line it up yet until the magnet's on, but basically just join the two halves together behind the crank arm, and I'm just going to come in with this clip, set it in one side, stretch it over the other, and that is on. Now I'm going to take the adhesive backing off the sensor, line up this part with a magnet to where the magnets are on here, stick that in place, do the zip ties up, run up there, that is done. That is the magnet pedal sensor, very, very easy. So there you go, there is the magnet and the pedal assist magnet sensor. Very straightforward to do, probably another minute again to install that. Right, just to show you guys what's next. On this handlebar bracket here, if you come underneath, you've got the connections for everything under here. Underneath a cap, you can just about see that yellow one is the throttle. Pretty certain the ones on the outside in red are going to be the brake sensors, and the green connection here is for pedal assist. Very straightforward. You can't go wrong, most of them are colour coded. The main wheel connector that goes into here is black. Everything's shaped and colour coded. You've got the yellow connector here to go into the yellow throttle. So there we go then guys, there's the throttle, the pedal assist and the front motor wheel plugged into the handlebar bracket. Very straightforward. I think all that's left to do is install this handlebar battery controller contraption. You've got one plug that comes up from underneath, goes onto this port here. This is what you'll disconnect if you're going to charge it. That's it. Let's try turning it on. Oh wow, straight away you've got the light come up with the display. Honestly, I'm not making this up. I'm like, is that it? Have I missed something out? Wow, that is definitely the easiest kit I've ever installed. Like, what an absolute numpty. I've just realised I've put the wheel on, flipped round the wrong way. Normally I do bikes with disc brakes, so I normally just flip the wheel round so the disc side lines up with the disc. But obviously where it's got V brakes, this one's caught me out. So currently I've got a bike that does 15 mile an hour backwards. That's going to be useful. Right, I'm just going to quickly flip the wheel round. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to put this battery on charge for a little bit so we can go out for a test ride. So, what do you think then, guys? This is fully finished. I mean, it's pretty light. I can pick this up with relative ease. A little robot style headlight on the front. And that is an e-bike. The most simplest way you can turn a bike into an electric bike. Let's get this thing on charge and get straight out on it and see what it rides like.
Right guys, so the Easy Rider kit is fully installed. As you can see now, I'm out on it, running on throttle and pedal assist, working lovely. I'm not going to do any kind of range test on this because Andy Kirby's already done a range test and he got a good 18-20 miles out of it, which is absolutely phenomenal. So really good range for these handlebar style kits, and I've got no shadow of a doubt it'll wipe the floor with a WESBSITE kit in terms of performance. Yeah, I mean, the bonuses are this thing's actually in stock. You know, the WESBSITE kits just never seem to be in stock, and when they are, they're not as good on paper. They're not as good performance in terms of amp hours of the battery. I think it's a great little kit. You guys know me, I'm all about kind of speed and performance, or mostly, and custom stuff. That's where my heart is. And the fact that I actually managed to find a way to unlock the speed last night. I took it up the road and it accelerated probably close to a 500 or 2000 watt e-bike off the line. It was really surprising because of the geared motor. I've had a 500 watt gear motor before and it was fantastic. It did 30 miles an hour. Now this got up to 15 really quick. It comes in the country like fully legal, fully spec to be road legal UK. Optional obviously if you fit the throttle, and again optional if you unlock it. I'm not aware that Andy's unlocked his, maybe he has, but it totally transforms this kit, guys. If you get this thing unlocked, it is great. Obviously do it at your own risk and by your own laws in your own country, but for testing purposes I have unlocked this kit and we're going to do a high, well, say a high speed, it's it's 250 watt e-bike, but I still think we're going to get up to good speeds. Like I said last night, it accelerated really quick up to like 15 mile an hour, then just it felt like there was more to give. So we're going to take this for a high speed test run. I think that's what a lot of you guys want to know. If you're getting something cheap, will it still perform well? The range is great. Andy's already tested the range, so I'm going to cover the speed aspect of this kit. But what I can say already is I actually am quite impressed with this kit. It's light, it's quick to install. You know, it's got the headlight built in. It's a great all-round kit, guys. So I'm going to head straight onto the speed run now and see how this bike performs so you guys can see for yourself. Got the GPS speedo on the handlebars. Let's go. Right guys, let's see what this Easy Rider kit can do on its full potential. I've got GPS speedo on the handlebars just to make sure we're getting an accurate reading. This is a single speed bike, so I can only go as fast as my legs will take me, but it's definitely not slow. Ah! We're going purely on throttle power now, should I say. There's bloody camera brackets. Right, we just got a maximum speed of 29 miles an hour pedalling downhill. That's pretty impressive. For a single speed as well. Obviously if I had a bike with gears, I think we would have broke 30 if we had a non-single speed bike. Right, let's see what this thing can do going up a huge hill behind me. We don't get ourselves killed crossing the road. Oh, this is lovely. Despite it being a small kit, doesn't seem to have any issues getting up a huge hill. I'm really not having to put in too much effort. Look at this, going up an absolutely huge hill. Not really having to put in a whole lot of effort. Yeah, this kit really ain't bad. For the money, I think it's pretty decent. There is a discount code, especially for Dude Stuff subscribers. So if you want to head on over to KirbEbike.com and buy yourself one of these kits. I think the bonus feature for me is I found a way to unlock it quite easily, which makes it really quite a good performance kit for the size of it and the money. I would say it accelerates much quicker than a normal 250 watt e-bike due to the internal geared hub motor. It really is quite good. Right guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out my raffles. I'm giving away an e-bike for just £2. Put the link up on the screen now and in the video description. Check out KirbEbike.com for the Easy Rider kit. And I'll see you guys in the video soon. Take it easy.
I hear you breathe that healthy breath. I know it's all of you that I get. One bedroom flat, I lock the door and put that photo of her on the floor. Been here for hours, it's getting dark, and we did everything and nothing at all. And I should leave, 'cause this is bad. Your hands make up for the love we don't have.